Alright guys, good morning. A couple of things with this to help you get this going. So right at the 6 tuplets, I think for the first crossover, you need to think about going far for that first one, and then the one that trails, don't go as far because you're going to want to hit this rim. So the one that follows, you think more towards the center of the drum. Don't play in the center of the drum. Get a good sound, but don't go as far. So reach, not as far. Okay? Sure that's not the one that's hard. Then the next one you got, pattern 2, is bottom, top, top, bottom, top, top. So you got bottom, top, top, bottom, top, top, bottom, top, top, bottom, top, top. Now if you watch when Phantom played this in 06, they you can see how they separate each beat. So they kind of almost face it. So you got 1, 2, 3, and then you set up changes. We need to recognize that the setup does change mentally, but we need to make sure we keep our setup straight. So, but still think about these three, these three, these three, these three. So you got this. And you got, okay, so think about those two. The next two patterns aren't that bad, but you got to scrape and then a crossover right after. So that's the only thing. So you got bottom, 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 top, 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 bottom, 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 top, top, top. So those are just sets of 3. Same thing here. Top, 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 bottom, 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 top, 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 bottom, bottom, bottom. So yeah. So that one's that one. Except for the last one on that pattern. 2, 3, 4. The third partial will come up here, and we'll talk about that in a second. So that's where that pattern actually starts. The next pattern starts there. So you got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then you come back here and then on 2. So you got top, 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 bottom, 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 top, 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 bottom, bottom, top. And that brings you into the next one. This one's kind of the one that's really crazy, or it kind of feels a little weird. So you got bottom, bottom, top, bottom, bottom, top, bottom, bottom, top, bottom, bottom, top. And what's weird about that is you got this. You want to go far out on this one. So get good zones, but then when you upstroke off of that, get out of your own way so you can get a comfy zone. Not a sketchy zone that's close to the rim, but a nice comfy one. And then here, this one's definitely going to break and be French. Okay? Now, whenever I'm playing this, I kind of just drop the sticks and let them bounce. I don't really have like a lot of energy I'm putting into the drum. And especially on this one, you can hear it if you don't think about it that way. Just dropping the crossover in. Okay, so now you got this one upstroking over here, and then this one comes down, but as soon as this one starts moving this way, your setup has to move as one. So, okay, watch. You can see how vertical. I know the video quality is not great, but you can see how vertical this one gets instantly. It's like here. Okay, it's ready to go out and then instantly come back and catch this part right here. So 1, 2, 3, bottom, bottom, top, bottom, bottom, top. When I'm saying bottom, I mean these and tops are here. So bottom, bottom, top. So as soon as you're coming, both hands are set up. And you need to get the good zone over here. So you got bottom, bottom, and then you come around, you gotta get that zone. It's not hard. Okay? It's a little easier than you think, but it is very confusing. It might take you a couple days just to get used to it. So yeah, you got bottom, bottom, top, bottom, bottom, top, bottom, bottom, top, bottom, bottom, top. It's not that bad once you get it. And what I was saying with the previous section is you got the top, 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 bottom, 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 top, 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 bottom, bottom, 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 top. Okay? So if you can just think about that pattern almost starting on that previous pattern, that's going to help you get into it. And then you can kind of go to town to it after a while, once it's not a foreign language anymore. In this exercise, what I like about it is it's really about you gotta you gotta know where you are. If you don't know where you are, then you don't have a chance with this one, and you definitely don't have a chance to sound good. So it's kind of about just being conscious of what's going on through the craziness. And another one is just listen, just making sure your rhythms are just nice and flowy. Okay, the last one is kind of strange, but not really. That's actually very strange. So you got that, and then you got to move your setup like this. Okay, so and you should be able to get like nice scrape zones. But you got to be ready to move from it's here and here. So this goes over here, and the shoulder kinda goes a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. You uncross on that 2, and it's just that this is the same as this. You're just being crazy about it. Okay. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and then that's a crossover on 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Coming up right here, you want to make sure that you upstroke this so you can have a good puttada coming. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, puttada. So on that 1, 2. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, puttada. So you got 1, 2, puttada. You want to make sure this 1, 2 bounces up so that puttada can be nice and fat. 1, 2, puttada. 1, 2, puttada. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, puttada. And then you just have another scrape coming this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, puttada. So you got a like a slurred 5 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and then puttada to the downbeat. So, and you can stay nice and light with it. Oop. Okay, so those last 2. Okay, definitely tough, but be consciously aware of where you are. Let the sticks bounce, and think about that 1, 2, and following the hands and bringing your whole setup and upstroking on that crossover over here, up, and then it comes like it just follows and it gets right in there.